Hey everybody, welcome to episode 5 of Behind the Curtains. I am your host, the Jedi Colorist. As you could tell by the brand new, well not brand new, but newish intro and the brand new background that you see before you, changing up a little bit. I think the City of Titans and the Missing Worlds media branding being in your face is giving the wrong impression. I know I have said at the beginning of every video that this is not an official City of Titans update. But since that last episode, not all of you, but a handful of you out there kind of got your wires crossed, and I don't know. That UI and everything I showed, as I said, was concept, was prototype. It may never enter the game. You have to realize that we are continents apart. We're in different time zones on the team. So I don't know everything that's going on in the team. So I was pulled off UI over a year ago to work on 3D stuff. And that's where I've kind of been for the last year and a half or so. So I don't really know what's going on in UI. That's why I was very clear at the very beginning of that video that this was very conceptual, very prototype, and may never be seen in the game. Now, I've seen the prototype UI, and it's very cool. And it has some of the elements of the old one. So they're doing a massive update. They're putting it together right now that's going to coincide with my UI video. It's going to kind of expand on it to give a little bit more information. It's going to give some back history about the UI and its development, all that stuff. So you guys are going to be blown away by that. That's going to be cool. So with that out of the way, what do I have for you today? Well, I have generic clothing. I've been very hard at work for the last couple of weeks putting together some generic clothing because we are at a point where we need to dress our NPCs. A lot of these clothing that I'm going to show you will also be in the character generator, so your characters will be able to wear some of it. I'm not saying all of it is going to be available, but a vast majority of it will. At the end of the video, there's also a little surprise. I'm going to show you something I put together for the PR team. Well, not the PR team, but the graphic design team. They needed a graphic for a building inside the game. So you're going to get to see that. So let's get started, shall we? My first clothing is just a regular female t-shirt. Let's lower this down so you can get a better look. Very generic, everyday t-shirt. Now, these are just first passes. I'm going to show you a few later that I've gone through, I would call the first detail pass. But these are very rough still. I'm still working on getting the shape and getting everything looking okay before I start adding detail. Some of these won't have masks because it's hard to apply different patterns to this stuff. You will be able to add patterns within the game engine itself. So that's why you're not going to see a lot of masking on these. Not yet anyway. Some of them might get some, and you're going to see some as I show you that do have some masking. But yeah, this is just a basic female t-shirt. It's nice. It's very basic, very nice. The next one is a variation on that shirt. It's a little longer and the neck is a little bit higher. So these are little changes that you're going to be able to see. I mean, it's being able to have multiple pieces of generic clothing is going to help us with our NPCs, but it's also going to allow you, if you want to have your character just walking around in plain clothes. Now, I heard a rumor, I'm not sure if it's true, when I first joined the team, that we were going to have something similar to like a secret identity. I'm not sure if that's something they're implementing, so please don't hone in on that and get me in trouble. But I heard a rumor of it. I heard a little whisper of it somewhere. I think they've even mentioned it somewhere in one of their updates. But anyway, So yeah, these plain clothes are important for a lot of reasons. So yeah, just a basic shirt. All right, and then we're gonna get into a little bit different stuff here. This is a workout shirt, tank top sort of thing. Again, very rough, but you can see where the shape is starting to come out. And then you're gonna have your shorts or your pants underneath, and this black is gonna be where your skin would be. The white is your first material. That's when you first load this up in your character and you put this on it. This white is where your first material is going to end up being. Just because I'm not using the mask doesn't mean I won't. Who knows? But as you can see over here, this is where I paint this on, and this is basically what we call the cutoff mask. So if I paint on this, let's grab a brush. If I paint on this, if it'll paint. Hang on a second here. I don't think I have. There. So if I paint on that, it doesn't go over the, like I can paint over this and it doesn't go over the cutoff mask. So that's all you're going to see in game, right? Yeah, it's cool. All right, so we'll get rid of that one. No, discard. All right, and then the next one we're going to show. Okay, now we're starting to get into stuff that has some detail in it. Here is a male muscle shirt. And as you can see, I've started to put some detail on this. There's some folds in this. And there's a seam down the side. Oh, come on. Thank you. So yeah, you can see that I'm starting to add detail. This is the what I call the first detail pass. But yeah, we're not, our character, our clothes, our costumes, whatever they're not going to be just, you know, plain textures with no height on them. You're going to actually have height so that it, you know, there's going to be a bit more realism when it comes to this sort of stuff. But yeah, very cool. All right, so this one here is a dress shirt, and there'll be a lot of variations of this. This is just a base, but yeah, you can see that it's just a regular t-shirt. Or a regular dress shirt. I haven't put any real detail on this yet. I'll put folds and all that stuff in. You're gonna see the next one that I show you. It's actually an NPC piece. This is going to be for the Titan City Police Department. I'm starting the uniform for them. And I've already started adding detail into that. And it's a variation of this dress shirt. So yeah, so there's that one. And then there's this. This is the TCPD. And as you can see, it's got quite a bit of detail already. Short sleeve detail. Some of this stuff, you know, has to be like some of these folds back here are a little bit hard still, so I got to go in and soften those. But yeah, just like a regular costume, you got your masking areas, and these will be where you can put different materials. So yeah, it's pretty cool. It's neat to be working on NPC stuff now. All right, so what else do I have to show here? Okay, the last little bit here of the show, I'm going to show you the graphic, the process that I went through to make the graphic for some banners that I'll show you that are going on a museum. So here is, you'll recognize this. This is the cannon that I showed you episode 2, I believe, but it was masked. Here it's textured. This could be the way it would look in the game, right? So what I did is I textured this and then rendered it out. and then brought it into Photoshop. And I built out this image. Where's my toolbar? It is. So let's pull stuff out here so you can see what I'm doing here. Okay, so the cannon is right there. I rendered it from above, and then I cut it out in Photoshop, plopped it in here. This beam is actually made in After Effects. I made the beam using a really cool plugin by Video Copilot, and it's called Saber. And I made this really cool beam, and then we added some effects there, and then we added the nice little halo there of it firing. And then I added some flares. And you can see here, right here, I added a texture onto the cannon to show a gauge. And then some more highlights. And then some smoke on top with the background. And that gave us this. Pretty cool. There is another banner like this on the other side of the museum. I don't have the graphics to show that one, but it's a hammer that I made. I showed those in the second, was it in the second video or the third video, the props video, where I showed some of my hammers off. One of those hammers is on the other side with a similar banner to this. So yeah, pretty cool. Pretty cool. I like it. So let's save that. So yeah, I think that's going to be it for the show, guys. I want to really want to thank everybody for all the support for this channel and for this show. I really, like I've said before, I really enjoy making these episodes. They're the highlight of my week, to be honest. I want to give a special thank you and shout out to Nova and Geek Culture for your support, guys. Posting the videos and talking about my channel and the work I do I'm super grateful, and it's been wonderful to get the news out there and people to see what's going on. I can tell you this, guys. Things are starting to move in a forward motion with this game. I can't get into any more than that. But things are happening. Things are finally starting to move forward. And that's all I can say. But it's getting exciting. Things are starting to happen, and it's getting really exciting. So, thank you for watching. As always, may the hue be with you, and we will catch you next episode. Bye for now.